Alright, salam my dear viewers, this is Sumaya Mali from my channel called Muslim Motivation. Today I want to talk, actually I wanted to go live and I went live, but somehow something went wrong, so I have to do it again, not live, but I'm just uploading the video. What I want to talk about is what can we do during these unprecedented times? The problem right now is that everything is more expensive. People cannot afford a lot of things. They cannot buy, and they are not buying a lot of things. We had almost 3 years during these COVID blah blah and lockdowns, and now a lot of companies in the middle class section, they are going bankrupt like now. And the Fed, for example, they increased today the interest rates, and what happened is there were another bank crashes. And what happens if these bank runs start even here in Europe? What will happen then? What you gonna do? I mean, well, like we all saw some videos years ago about Greece when a lot of people were queuing up in front of the cash machines and they couldn't get any money out of the machines because there weren't monies left. And we already experienced these kind of financial crisis and very bad situations in 2008 where there was a crash, and in 2009 we had this financial crisis. So it's repeating, and this time, back then they said, okay, these banks were too big to fail, so they bailed them out, and they were too big to jail. But what happens now? How often can you save those banks? The whole system is so wrong. That's why no matter how many times you bail them out, or you just save them with pumping a lot of money in, it won't work. But what will happen if your money is gone? What will happen if you saved for so many years and if you worked so hard and nothing is left? All of a sudden everything is gone, and you cannot put your money right now in the stock market or on ETFs or I don't know, different other products, financial products. I always said that, and I will repeat myself, you have to save some money and you have to invest it in some tangible things. And if you look, for example, at gold, I mean, we already have had it for over 5,000 years. That means something. Big kings in the ancient times, they always used gold or silver or other metals. But what I'm saying is, these fiat currencies, they are nothing. And you know that in politics they are thinking about all these digital currencies, and once that happens, that means you are fully transparent. Everything that you buy for your kids, even your lollipop, everything will be under their control and under their supervision. You are fully transparent. Do you want that? I always said cash is king. If you have some cash money and you buy, nobody can control what you're buying, when you are buying, with whom you are interacting, or with whom you are doing business with. But once everything shifts, and right now the inflation rates, you all know the problems. And you have to think about what will happen if tomorrow I go to the bank or I'm going in front of the cash machine and I don't have any money. Do you have something for yourself? And can you help yourself out? What happens if your company tomorrow says, I'm sorry, but big companies like Meta or Facebook, let's say, they always they canceled, and so many workers are gone now. So what happens if tomorrow your company says, like, I'm sorry, but we have to cancel you and you are out. We cannot give you any job here anymore. What happens then? Can you help yourself? Can you help your family? And do you have an idea what to do? So I want to give you some ideas. For example, if you are interested in a certain product which you really love, and Usually, because it's easy, you just go on Amazon or you just Google it, and then you just look from which online shop I can buy it. Let's say you want to buy a smartphone. So if you want to buy a smartphone, well, this is not a good example because the price depends on the phone which you want to buy, but what I'm saying is just search for a certain product and then go on Alibaba and then see the different prices. And then try to create an online shop on Amazon. It's called Amazon FBA, and just try to drop ship it. That means you don't have to have here a warehouse where you can put all the products until you sell it and until the sales increase. No, you can just drop ship it. This is one idea, but you have to test different products online and sell it online, and then see which one which has the highest sales and which creates the highest income and generates a lot, and then you focus more on that. Another idea, if somebody is more creative and, like, for example, I read a lot, so I like to read and then to write. You can write small chapters. You don't have to write a book like with 500 pages. No, you just write small chapters and then put it as a PDF, upload it, and then you just, for example, you just sell it for 2, 3, 4 euros. And once the sales increase, then you can increase the price. This is another income stream. Or you are so good at digital services. If you are good at digital services, you are good with Facebook ads, you are good with Google ads, you are good with creating a shop online or creating a website. Well, offer your service online. Write, just like cold calling, write a lot of different people who are like influencers on Instagram or on or maybe on LinkedIn. Write them and offer them. Give them a good price and say, look, I can do that and that and that. Like, I can do something so that your videos go more viral, or I can do this. I can build you a business online. I can create you an online shop. Whatever it is, just offer it. This can help you create a passive also income stream, that money is coming even when you are sleeping. And don't forget that if you have money problems, and all of us have or had, it all begins here. And we all are programmed by our families, by the upbringing, by our environment, a little bit genetics. So you have to shift here. You have to shift your paradigms. You have to shift your wrong beliefs about money. If you always say, oh no, money is the root of all evil. Yeah, guess what? What happens? Money is then the root of all evil. And money won't come to you. But if you think about, with money, I can do a lot of good things. I can build a nice mosque. I can, I don't know, build water wells in certain areas, in dried up countries or dried up areas, let's say. Or, I don't know, create electricity or build some schools. You think positively about money, and then what happens? Yeah, guess what? Money likes to come to you because you are like a great lover and you talk nicely about it. And of course, then the way you think, it attracts you. Don't forget that your thoughts are, first of all, your thoughts become things. But your thought and your conscious mind, it works like a magnet. The more you think about something intensively, and the more you focus and you emotionalize, well, what happens? You attract it even faster. So if you have a certain belief or if you have a certain goal, you have to start from, you already have achieved it. You have to think from there. You start from there. If you want to have 10 millions in your bank, okay, start there and think about the 10 millions as if you have already it in your bank account. You have to think that way. And from there you will see, once you reach that goal, you look backwards and say, oh, the dots, they just connected. It is always like this. It works always like this. Whenever I talk to people and I explain it to them, the funny thing is, most people who are like in the engineer field or more lawyers, people who are more left-brained and more analytical, what happens? They they will never believe it. They can't believe it because they think, huh? How does it happen? I just have to think about it and then everything shifts and everything happens? Yeah, because thought becomes things. I'm not saying that you don't have to work hard for it or you don't have to take any action. I'm just saying that first it all starts in the mind. And then, once it is in your subconscious mind, your body automatically drives into that direction because you give him a direction. You give your body a direction and then it takes action. But they won't believe that it's so easy. But once they reach the goal and they were successful, they say, now what? What is the next goal? What should I do next? Well, just do it, repeat it, just do it again. Just take another goal and do it again. You start from the belief that you are already there, that you already achieved it, that you are already successful, no matter what it is. Yeah, my dear viewers, this is until for today, and I see you inshallah next time. Wassalam.